Good morning. Happy Wednesday morning. It is almost 9 o'clock. I thought I would come out on the front deck facing the lake over here and show you what in the world. That is not fog, folks. That is the smoke from the Canadian fires that are happening. When I walk outside, you can just smell the smoke, the heaviness in the atmosphere. On the news yesterday, they said that for an undetermined amount of time, this is going to be happening. I'm not liking it, but it is what it is. What can we do? There we go. Let me turn the camera around and move my body around. There we are. Yes, it smells like a bonfire, except all over. And this haze, I looked outside, I'm like, what in the world? It's almost 9 o'clock. So that's the lakeside over here, over by the forest. You see better because it's green over here. Yippee skippy. This is what our world has become. Isn't it something? Who would have thunk? I sure didn't expect this. You hear the highway noise from my house. Truckers going down. I'll see you later. I came over to the side deck, and yes, it does look a wee bit foggy over in the woods. You definitely can smell. Okay, time to make some egg yolk coffee. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Today is day 3 of the egg fast for me. Second week, don't mind it, but this week I'm going for 5 days as opposed to 3 days. It did include cheese yesterday. Sorry about that. I did include cheese yesterday, and that didn't seem to be a problem for me. Also took the eggs with me to work, and it was good because in a pinch just popped it right in my mouth and ate it and continued on, so all was good. I will get my breakfast ready and my egg yolk coffee ready, and then we can chit chat. And here's the breakfast in the making. 2 tablespoons of butter, 3 eggs scrambled, and 2 ounces of Colby Jack cheese. Morning breakfast, Wednesday, day number 3 of this week. Yes, I might agree with you that this looks like a whole lot of cheese for the amount of eggs. Oops, should have put 1 more egg in there. Oh well. The reason I'm only doing 3 is because I'm using the egg yolk in my coffee. Okay, sitting down to eat the breakfast. Looks kind of small. But I'm really not that starving, shall we say. And egg fast police, watch out, Cholula. Putting it on kind of liberally. I want a little of the hot sauce flavor today. Oh yeah, salt. I didn't put any salt on. Malden sea salt. I don't know why lately I have this thing for wanting the crunch. That's why I made the cheese crackers today. Okay, What are we going to talk about at breakfast? We're going to talk about my leg. And we're going to talk about the swelling. And we're going to talk about my return to work. Here goes. Don't know what it is. Yesterday in physical therapy, my therapist did some muscle. I'll be frank. It was like a muscle massage. She called it something, some kind of word. But she was concerned about the leg being an inch more than the other leg. And they want me to ice 4 times a day, which is easy. I have 2 ice packs in my freezer here that I'm taking to work. And I've already iced. Right now, I have an ice pack on. I'm going to ice on my way into work before I go in. Ice at my lunch hour, and then ice when I go home. So that should be my 4 icings. But I'm going to show you the pictures of what the leg looks like so that you can understand. I didn't really compare the other because no comparison. This morning when I was shooting the pictures, you just got the one leg. But yeah, I am a wee bit concerned, so I'll probably, if at all possible, elevate that leg a little bit more during the course of my workday. I am working on Saturday. Listen, it's all about that overtime. If at the end of the year, when we itemize the taxes, and it's about no taxes on overtime, I am there for it. Yesterday, one of the part-time people, there's a company called Manpower. I'm surprised the word police hasn't come out and said something to them. Bubble water, of course. We're using Manpower because it's an employment agency based out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And they hire people temporarily to work anywhere. Any employer contacts them and contracts with them. And one of the kids says, I am 100% there to take home him, part-timer, Manpower employee, to take home $1,000. He's all for that. A young kid. If I'd have to guess, I'd say he's probably my son's age, in his 30s. He mentioned child support, which I thought, okay, well, at least the kid's paying child support. That's a good thing, and they're taking it out of his Manpower check. That's good. But if your employer is willing to give it away, and you're willing to work it, I haven't worked in 3 months. I need all the money I can get. So, this too shall pass. Let me know your opinion of what you think about the pictures you're about to see next after my meal, because I'm going to download those next. Just pictures only, no narratives, no talking, no words. So, I don't know if I said what I'm going to have for lunch today. I'm going to have the 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese with the 4 eggs. And I think I'm going to take a cold stick of butter and cut it up in and freeze it. Put it into my lunch bag, frozen, so that I can just pop a tablespoon of butter in. I love butter. And they stay cold in my little thermos thing. Let me get up a second and show you. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. Here's the thermos. I freeze it out first. Just plain thermos. I put tons of ice in there to do the prep. Throw it in the freezer. Keep it cold. Put the butter in there. It stays cold all day in my lunchbox so that I can just reach in, pop in some butter in my mouth, and I'm satiated. Same with the eggs. Yesterday it was easy too. Grab an egg, throw it in my head, and go on. Now, I don't get fancy with the salt, especially at work. If I'm throwing an egg in my head, I'm not going to put salt and pepper on or hot sauce. That ain't happening. Though, previously, not this year, yet, I have been known to take Frank's, not this, and take a pull out of Frank's if I have a spasm. Note to self, if you have any spasms, well, I'm giving you what works for me. When I have a leg spasm and I take a pull out of the Frank's or mustard, if I don't have Frank's and they have mustard in the break room for the employees, I suck on a packet, spasms are gone instantly. Mustard and vinegar. Nips it in the bud. I'm halfway done with my breakfast. I'm going to finish now and check out the pictures of my leg next. Tell me what you think. Later. Take two. I am still with the egg fast diet using the Kirkland Parmesan Reggiano, measuring it out, of course, so that I can microwave these cheese crackers for today. Let's see if this works one-handed. I'm going to use, which is a lot, oops, 2 ounces. 2 ounces of the cheese and put them in there and make the crackers. Here we go. So I am making 12 of these crackers using the 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese, covering it up with paper towel and microwaving them for 3 minutes and 21 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And these are the 12 crackers made with the 2 ounces of Costco Parmigiano Reggiano. That's going to be the crunch aspect of the cheese today for work, along with 4 hard-boiled eggs. And next I'm going to be making my breakfast. Hey, I'm ready to rock and roll. I've got the ice pack on, and discreetly I slip it in my shorts and put it, which you can't see, sorry about that, because you're on the dash. I put it on the hip, the top part of the thigh, so that once I get to work, I am, whoa, Jerry's. Chill. Once I get to work, hello, there we go, I will take it out and throw it in the freezer at work, so I will be icing it during my lunch hour while I'm eating my eggs and butter and cheese. Okay, here we are, the drive to work. Let's go. Okay, the topic du jour today is, and it kind of sort of has to do with my shirt, come to think of it. This was not planned. I just pulled it out of the closet because it's extra large and it finally fits me. The topic is, if I'm going to be bold in my faith, that's what my shirt says, bold faith, I should be bold in everything. And I was thinking about when I post, not my foods, because I know you guys like it, and we as a community like it, and we like to share our foods with everybody. Oh, what's Jerry eating today? What's Cindy eating today? What's Amy eating today? But by me showing what I'm feeding my husband, because he likes carbohydrates, I think I'm sending mixed messages. Not I think, I know I'm sending mixed messages. I'm saying, look at my beautiful ribeye steak that I'm eating for dinner. Oh, and by the way, I fried in beef tallow rendered 2 potatoes for my husband. Now I know that a lot of you know Dr. Kiltz also has French fries. And albeit a very occasional and rare treat that he has for my husband, it's not that occasional and not that rare. Now it might be that way because I'm back to work. So he's going to rarely be getting French fries. I see there's a little road work ahead. Little construction obstruction over here. I'll be right back. Camera's on again. I don't know how much you saw, but I went through the construction zone where they are re-asphalting. Thank the Lord. Highway M over here. What a mess. It was just bad. But I digress. Now I'm finally on and past the construction on the regular road. So when I post the foods that my husband eats, they're not carnivore, they're not keto, they're not in plan, and they're not something that I would eat. I have to stop being proud. Yes, I understand that he will not eat just meat. I get it. But by me showing you what I'm feeding him, advocates that way of eating, right? I mean, really, doesn't it? It may not be me, but again, if I am to be bold saying how the carnivore diet has helped me and how I don't want to even have a scoop of a spoonful of Culver's ice cream in my diet anymore because I don't want the inflammation. Shoot, you saw the pictures, I'm dealing with inflammation on the leg right now, which is a medical issue. So why should I exacerbate it, pardon me, by putting more inflammatory things in my body, thus causing more of a problem? I hope you understand. It makes sense to me. And I see the people that have gone with me from a ketogenic way of eating, and I know everybody can't do it. There are people like my sister that has a meat aversion. But like I told my sister Mary Jo, you might have to try to go slow and maybe have some salmon. I brought her some salmon from my house, the bag of Butcher Box that I get. And whether she eats one or two, she'd probably have a one piece because she eats sides with her meal. I want her to see how simple it is just to make a meat meal or a protein meal. I didn't have the opportunity to make the protein salad that I enjoyed with the mayonnaise because she likes Miracle Whip. She's not a big mayonnaise person. She'll have what I call the angel eggs. She'll eat those. But she won't eat a quart of the Costco mayonnaise that I buy in enough time. So for her, that didn't make sense. I probably have to get her a little jar to start out with. I see the people that have gone from the SAD diet, standard American diet, to and through keto, and now they're sticking their toe into the water of, albeit a 3-day or like me, a 5-day egg fast diet, because they try to reboot, or maybe after a weekend they want to get on track again, so they'll go on a 3-day or a 5-day egg fast. It's popular. A lot of people do it. Bone broth fast, fat fast. They're all out there as means to reboot, not necessarily to eat, as I have learned doing the N=1 experiment with my peers that 1 week when I did the fat fast for a week and I didn't lose a pound. That was a bit extreme, but live and learn, right? So if I'm going to go through another fat fast, I'm going to do it in a day. 1 day, eat the fast, and then go back in and eat the meat. So when I see people thriving, like my friend Amy, Keto Rock Stars Amy, and how she's just thriving, I go, praise God. Amy, you are doing wonderfully on this way of eating. Will she continue? I don't know. The name of her channel is Keto Rock Stars. Keto Amy. Mine's carnivore. I kind of I pegged myself into that corner, didn't I? Carnivore Jerry in the middle of a forest. So I am going to stop showing the trigger foods in my videos. I will only show things that either are keto or carnivore, because that's the majority of my subscribers. So the carnivore people can't be mad at me if I'm showing a vegetable, because that's maybe a party I'm at and I'm showing a vegetable, and I may show, oh, look at these lovely vegetables, oh, and by the way, look at the seed oil dip they're cooking in it. You know what I mean? Speaking of the weekend, Jack is going to his daughter's in Kenosha this weekend, and I am staying behind to work because work happens. They need it. I need the cash. Let's go. Okay, that is it for right now. I might be closing this video. If I am going to close the video out, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If I'm going to continue on, well, you'll see me at my lunch hour. But I doubt it. Today is my Dr. Nelson class, my school. So I think I will not be on today. So cheers and toodaloo, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever time it is. Cheers, everyone. Have bold faith.